Boxing Day. Today is Boxing Day. Next couple of days, everyone will be making a New Year resolution. Now, before the video begins, let's just give a quick shout out to my friends who got me a gift. Love you, Dan, who got me this wonderful gift. Wants me to look like a trendy. And as well, chocolate boxes for my landlord and mum. Now, when it comes to New Year resolution, we come out, bring our ideas, what we should achieve, New Year resolution, or perhaps what you want to achieve in the year. And every single year we make a wish, whether we accomplish or not. But ever since I got back from my camping trip, which is last 20 days ago, I've been think deeply about reality, comparison to paradise, so-called Australia dream, or you guys may know it as a China dream or America dream. For the last 20 days, I've been thinking about this. And at the same time, I had a job, a new volunteering job, and it opened my eyes, right? It opened my eyes to see the reality of the people, the struggles, the need, and just how it is. And I could see the same thing with my family members as well. And at the same time, I'm learning new things for the last 20 days. Now, I could not cover this whole thing within 10 minutes, but what I can say is that a reality, alright? No matter where you're from, there's a retirement age, right? So it's either between 50s or 60s. Now, I'm trying to plan what I need to do by the time I'm age of 65. Now, people may say, why you think so ahead? Why you can't just think of the moment now? And that is a great question. I keep saying it. Like, why am I so focused when I'm retired at 65? Or perhaps in Australia they might boost it up to 70 by the time I'm retired, or maybe 75. And it's something that I never thought about it at the age of 65 if I'm going to retire. Next couple of days in New Year's, that's my birthday, I'll be turning 27. And if I finish my university smoothly, I'll be 31. Or perhaps 32. But I doubt I'll finish in 32. Alright, I'll definitely take my own pace to get to where I am. What I'm seeing reality and Australia dream or paradise is an imbalance. The olden days of chasing the dream is a lot easier. It's a lot more affordable. But now, what I'm seeing is salary is decreasing where unemployment is increasing. And to have the Australia dream, I used to have that dream, right? I used to have a dream of having a house, having a car, having a business. Now, I'm not saying that I am successful, but what I'm trying to say is, how do you maintain it, right? The thing about parents were never taught us, or maybe let's make it more narrow, my parents never taught me, is that you can get whatever you want in life, but how do you maintain it ongoing? Now, early on, when I mentioned about, I had a new job, I get to see the reality of life, and at the same time, I see my aunt, my family members as well, who are struggling, because they chased the Australia dream. Back then, it was affordable, but things have changed now. Cost of living is going up. We're hitting a recession. Maybe I'm saying this because we're in a recession. I don't see any positive outcome or any future. But no matter what the outcome is, I want to think thoroughly about at the age of 65. Our parents would never told us that there's a bubble crash, there's recession, or there's bumps, like big bumps around it along the journey. You know, we listen to our teachers, and teacher asks us, what you want to be when you grow up? Okay. You want to be that? Go and chase it. But first, get a good education. Get a good ATAR, right? But the reality is, you can get up there, but you can have the luxury life that you have. Paradise is far from reality. A taste of reality to fit into society is to borrow your way out. And that's what I'm seeing in today's world. I'm seeing today's world that you can chase that dream, you can chase that paradise, but it's not as easy. But the easiest way is borrow your way out. Whether it's a personal loan, home loan, or credit card, or car loan. And I'm getting to see that a lot more and more and more. And I mentioned before, I get to see the reality of life. Because laws keep changing, governments keep changing. Now, what I've overheard is if you have over $400,000, whether it's asset or bank account, you're not eligible for pension in Australia. Now this may change, years. And I mentioned before, you never know when pension is going to get to. Hit to 70 years old. Now let's focus on the pension, right? So you work your way for Australia dream, right? Let's say you paid off your house, you have a family, you have a career. Oh wait, you're retired, right? So you had everything in life. And there's no pension. And you retire at the age of 65. So that means there's no healthcare cards, senior cards, pension cards, and none of these. So you got to fork out on your own, right? Now, when I see that, you work very hard in life, and you have assets more than $400,000, and the government won't give you pension, and you have to live off whatever remaining savings you have. At the age of 65 to whatever, how long you can survive to, 80 or 90, eventually you will give up your house. You'll sell your house and you get the remaining money. But to think of that way, yes, you have the money, but what's the point? Because you wanted to be doing that career that teaches making you to chase that dream, and your parents, you already have a family, you already have a house and everything, and when you retire you don't get pension. And over the years, healthcare bills, when you get older, there's a lot more, medical bills or hospital bills. And there's a lot of bills, bills are, it's increasing. Utility bills are increasing. And eventually you have to sell your house. And when you do sell your house, you still kept that remaining money just to survive until the day you die. Or pass it down to your family members. To me, to think of that way is like, you work so hard, and when you run out of money and you want to get on a pension, you wanted to give that property to one of your family members or your kid. The government still won't give you the pension. Now, I know people will say, well, you can't survive in pension money or anything like that. What I'm trying to say is security of survival, a peaceful enjoyment the day you die. But what it seems like, it's not. And that's reality. And it's gonna get a lot tougher down the journey. Social problems are go even rising. Unemployment rate is going to be crying. I know we're hitting a recession, but I know it's going to get worse. Back of my head, thinking of New Year resolution. So I can make a wish on saying I want to do this and do that, but eventually I have to give up when I deteriorate. The things I work very hard for in my life. I put my time, I work double job, I pay bills and do everything. At the end I have to give up. What's the point on working hard? Because essentially you're at the point like saying you already have a family, you already have a house, but at the end you have to give up because the government won't fund some pension for you. And that has been in my mind for the last 20 days. I've been thinking about it, saying to myself, whether should I be single for the rest of my life, married for the rest of my life, or just having a relationship rest of my life without any commitment. Because the way I'm seeing how different social, like different category that I just mentioned is being single. Obviously you can save as much money as you can, you have more freedom and you less bills and everything, you have a higher survival rate, but you have a very deteriorate loneliness. It will kill you boredomly. And also you have like, you know, if you're going in the dating world, see the thing about what I'm trying to say is you spend more money rather than saving money, right? You save less in return. Living by yourself, you save a large amount. When you date someone, you probably have negative gear in your bank account and probably have to go on a credit card or personal loan to continue. And that is the same thing for marriage as well. There's negative gear or breaking even or very barely less savings because you have to enjoy the Australian dream, right? A house, go to a good school, go to good tutoring. You need, you know, a great luxury family status, living in a good suburb, nice branded SUV, nice branded clothes, and plus you have to compete with other families and parents as well. But I look at the life, it's like, Jesus, it's really this deep. There's no such thing as Australia dream anymore. Nobody can hold it. You can, temporary, but not permanently. I could be like my family members, you know, own the property, paid off 25 years, but still today they still struggle. Because I'm seeing right now single there's a lot more upper hand. Now this may change for the next 5 years. You never know. Maybe the recession's not going to be that hit. Maybe things are changing. But what I do tell you is that, what I can say is that salary is decreasing. So salary decreasing, unemployment rate is increasing, and savings is decreasing. How do you manage from there to there? So today I will post this video on New Year's Day. The day is my birthday, and that is something that I never thought about for the 26 years of my life until for the last 20 days. Because now I've realized the reality of this world, and it's scary. I don't know, am I thinking too negative? Am I thinking very narrow-minded? Because what I'm seeing right now is, all I see is struggle. And I get to see a lot more than that. Alright. I'm close to 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure when I edit it, it's probably 14 and a half. So, yes, so that's the video. I just wanted to say, take a closer look and picture yourself at the age of 65. I'll be covering more about it, more deeper topic, next couple of weeks or months.